Yo, how you doing? This is the first ever episode of the Trenchcoat Anti-Critic. We're going to start things off with a quick review of REPO, the genetic opera. You know, I could spend the next few minutes going over exactly what the story is, but I'm going to let the trailer do the talking.
By the middle of the 21st century, organ failure had become a worldwide epidemic. But GeneCo was there to satisfy the demand for organ replacements. The problem is, if you miss a payment, GeneCo sends out the repo man. And when he finds you, your time is up. Collect on the Handelman account.
Look what I've become. It's me she must escape.
This movie is a rock opera in every sense of the word, and you know what? It's got a lot going for it. The music is a mixture of Nine Inch Nails, Evanescence, punk, and even opera at the highest levels. And the casting is good. It even has Paul Sorvino.
Nobody told us it was to America.
Who you might remember from every single gangster movie since Goodfellas. Interesting side note, this guy originally wanted to be an opera singer.
Sorry to be so.
It shows, too. Anthony Head, who you might remember from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sarah Brightman, who's considered to be one of the best opera singers in the world. And Ogre from Skinny Puppy. And even Paris Hilton is in a role that works. Yeah, I said it. Paris Hilton is in a role that works. And finally, Terrence. This guy steals the show.
Out from the night, from the mist, steps the figure. No one really knows his name for sure. He stands at 6'6", head and shoulders. Drug market, submarket. Sometimes I wonder why I ever.
There's going to be a lot of young girls getting into goth simply because of him. Visually, the whole thing is very, very cool, and it's a very twisted, inventive, fun ride. On the whole, I wanted to like this movie. I really did. Maybe it's my love of the underdog filmmaker, but in this case, the whole is lesser than the sum of the parts. This movie has more songs in it than any other film in history. It's wall-to-wall music. And you know, that's part of the problem. The movie doesn't flow. Plus, you have awkward moments where actors are trying to act and sing at the same time. Kind of half and half, and not really achieving either.
I cannot be outside. I have a blood disease.
At the end of the day, because of the strength of the music and the unusualness of REPO, it is very likely going to become a cult favorite. Frankly, I hope that happens. At its heart, it has something very compelling about it. There's going to be enough people who will forgive the shortcomings to give this film a devoted fan base. I mean, look at me. I'm still talking about it 6 months later. Ultimately, though, it would have worked better as a musical rather than a rock opera. I want to be able to have breathing room between the music. But what redeems this and makes this something worth checking out at least once is the soundtrack. So if you don't have the patience, check out the soundtrack.